I don't think they've technically made it official yet. Jumps on the first pitch, hit up high in the air to center field. The center fielder going back, reaching at the fence, off the fence. James Etheridge is motoring to third. He's being waved around third, coming to the plate, and the Bulldogs are going to score a two-out run as Beasley slides into third. Of course, that may or may not be his number at varsity. There's a liner base hit right down the line for Ben Brantley. Working on a bad ankle, rounding first, digging for a double. Here he comes, kind of slowly. Not able to run at full speed, but he has a double. The Bulldogs' second extra base hit. Jeremy Beasley had a triple.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's a pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Jeremy gets a big strikeout with runners on first and second. 2 in the frame, now 5 in the game, which is scoreless through 2 thanks to great pitching by Beasley and Sid Royal.
2 to Brady, swings and lines this one right down the line. That is a fair ball. Beckham coming around third. He's going to score, and Hunter Brady's going to race to second with his second double. That one right down the line. Stretch by McLoon. 1-0 pitch. Ball's hit into right field pretty deep. Back goes the right fielder. It's over his head. Hogan White might have extra bases. Here comes Hunter Brady to third, and he is being stopped there, and Hogan White has a double. His second double of the season. Well, the freshman can hit. There's a curveball hit right side. It drops in for a base hit. Good hitting once again by Brandon Beckham. 2 hits in this ball game. Also had a big blooper that beat Long County in the 7th inning. Swings and hits the first pitch up in the air. Deep to left field. The left fielder running toward the line. He reaches up, and did he catch the ball? The Bulldogs are waving the runners around to third and home. Hunter Brady is racing to third. Here's the throw that way. It gets away, and he's safe. Well, I'll tell you, the left fielder, Rollerson, almost made a great catch right on the line. The Bulldogs have come back and tied the game if that's a fair ball. But right now the game in the hands of the senior all-region player from last year, James Etheridge. Right-handed hitter facing a right-handed pitcher. He's throwing a lot of pitches in relief on a cold night. 2-1 to James. Swings and hits the ball by the left fielder. Excuse me, by the third baseman into left field. That's going to score the run that's going to win the ball game for the Bulldogs. James Etheridge with the RBI hit. It finally ends after 3 hours and 8 minutes of baseball. The Bulldogs win their first game of 2014, their first one in the region. They beat Bryan County in a wild game, 9-8 the final. Here's a stretch by O'Brien. Pitch to Brady. Swings and hits it hard into left field. This drops in for extra bases and scores a run. Brady racing to second base. Here comes the throw, just caught by the cutoff man, and Hunter is standing with a dog double and an RBI, and the Bulldogs lead 2-0. 6-0 Bulldogs. We're at the bottom of the 7th. Bases are loaded, 2 down, and Atkinson County down to its final strike. Slusher, right-handed hitter, awaits a pitch from Beasley. Here it is. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And Jeremy Beasley is going to end his shutout with his 13th strikeout. He strikes out the side after loading up the bases with 2 singles and a walk. And he wins the ball game. He's now 7-7 lifetime as a Bulldog pitcher. And after losing 2 Saturday games by 1 run, he wins 1 by 6. For McIntosh County Academy. There's a liner over the glove of the second baseman into right center field. D.R. Meadows around second base, coming to third, and he is being waved by Brian Fitzgerald. Here he comes to the dish. The throw is just arriving to the cutoff man as James Etheridge winds up on third base with a Bulldog triple. Here comes the pitch. Swings and hits this ball by the third baseman. It goes into left field. Fine swing, hard hit ball by Ben Brantley. And the Dogs down 1-0, bottom half of the 5th, 2-2 to Moore. Swings and hits the ball deep into left center field. This one might drop, and it does. For a base hit, maybe extra bases. Brady coming to third. He's being waved to the plate. The throw from the shortstop is up the line. Moore is going to third, and the catcher fell down and dropped the ball. The Bulldogs have tied the game, and Christian Moore hits a double. He's 2 for 3 in the ball game, and Mr. Double does it again. His second double of 2014. Dogs have finally tied it up, taking advantage of the scoring opportunity. The leadoff walk, just like in the first inning when Long scores, ends up scoring a run for the Bulldogs. Runners on first and second for the Bulldogs. 2-1 pitch. Hit up into the air and deep into right center field. This ball is carrying, and it's bouncing up near the fence. That's going to score a pair of runs. Etheridge to second base, stopping there and looking at a big double, a 2-run double for the Bulldogs. And they now lead 6-1. James crushing that ball backside into the right field gap. He's got 7 right now. And the 0-2 pitch hit on the ground to Bailey Salter. Bailey scoops up the ball, throws it to Beckham, and the ball game ends on that with the Bulldogs winning 6-1. A great comeback. Not a big deficit, but it did seem pretty big when the Bulldogs were leaving runners on base and trailing a good pitcher 1-0. But the third look helped the Bulldogs out, and they win another region game. And they beat Long County, the team that beat them twice last season. And is red hot on his 5-game hitting streak, 8 for 16. Swings and hits the ball hard into center field, and it's over the head of the shortstop and in for a base hit. 11th base hit of the season for Hunter Brady as he starts off the game with a single right up the middle against Louisiana Tech in Athens. There's a hard hit ball into right center field by Brandon Beckham. He has a base hit and more as that ball is rolling all the way to the fence. Brandon racing to second base, stopping with a Bulldog double, his second of the season. Full count. Swing and a miss, strike 3. He did it. A 3-up and 3 down for the first time of the ball game, and with 3 strikeouts. And now he has struck out 5 batters in a row. Tyler Luke taking control of this wild game. Dogs leading 10-6. Today, 2-0 pitch hit hard into the gap in left center field. Ben Brantley gives this ball a ride, and it is going to bounce off the fence and score a run. And Ben Brantley is going to stroke another Bulldog double as he slides in feet first into the second base bag, and that may have been painful for him with a hurt knee and a hurt ankle. Nick Taylor is a right-handed hitter. Now he wiggles the bat as he awaits the pitch, swings and hits it by the pitcher, bouncing into center field for a base hit. How about that? His first varsity swing is a base hit up the middle. Both teams have had a chance to score. Nobody has. Runner first going. There's a liner into left center field. That'll score Mobley. Runner coming to third. Here's a throw that way, and Brady slides in safely, and Christian Moore moves down to second. Great base running and a hard hit by Christian Moore. He drives in the run, his third of the season. Probably hitting about that. This ball hard into left field. In comes McFadden, and not able to catch it. The ball's by him. Hunter Brady around third will not have to run hard to score right here, and Christian Moore stops at second base with a double. He lined out, but hits it. Base. This ball hard into right field, in for a base hit. That scores Christian Moore. In comes James Etheridge to the plate. The throw is up the line. 2-run score on the big base hit by D.R. Meadows. Here's this pitch. Hit hard at Salter. He has it. They're going to double up the runner at second to end the ball game. Salter to Brady, and it's over. Bulldogs win 5-1. The Dogs ended the game yesterday with a double play. A 6-4-3. They end this one today. They beat their rival 5-1. Once again, fantastic pitching by the senior Jeremy Beasley. His 5th complete game of the year. Because I don't know them all. There's a ball hit right side for a base hit. Jeremy Beasley rounding third. Brian Fitzgerald is going to send him to the plate. Here's a throw that way, and Jeremy is safe. He didn't slide. He touched home with the right foot, and the Bulldogs have scored on the base hit by Hogan White. Runners on second and third for Christian Moore. Right-handed hitter with an open stance. Enter the game hitting .333. Here's the pitch, and he swings and hits the ball up into the air to left field. Newberry going over toward the line. He dives. That's a fair ball and in for a base hit. And 2 runs will score. Christian Moore to second base, rounding there. He's coming to third. Here's the throw to the cutoff man, and Christian is standing with a triple. And he drives in 2 runs on a ball hit down the left field line. And suddenly the Bulldogs have surged into the lead, scoring 5 runs here in the bottom of the second inning. 1-0. Hit left side, and a fair ball for Logan McGowan down the line. Logan rounding first. He's coming to second base, and here he is standing with his first extra base hit as a Bulldog. Here's a 1-1 pitch, a fastball hit hard into the right field area, over the head of the right fielder, bouncing all the way to the fence. James Etheridge running hard. He's to second base. He will not stop there. He's seeking 3. Here he comes to the third base bag. He has a triple. Full count with 1 down. Hits it left side over the glove of the third baseman, Connor West. That scores Chris Mobley. Here comes Hunter Brady around the third base bag, coming to the dish and scoring a second run for the Bulldogs on the big 3-2 1-out hit by Jeremy Beasley. as he drives in his 7th and 8th run of the season. And the Bulldogs take a 2-0 lead over the pitch, and Logan swings and hits it by the diving second baseman Clay Crawford. Christian Moore rounding third. Here he comes to the dish without a throw, scoring the Bulldogs' 3rd run of the game. And Logan McGowan has his 2nd varsity run batted in. Here's a pitch. Jeremy swings and hits it by the third baseman who dove for the ball. That's a base hit and an RBI. How about the 2, 3, and 4 hitters in this inning, each driving in a run? This ball's hit up into the air to right center field. Back goes Hunter Brady, diving, and he makes the catch. That's a gem. Hunter Brady read that ball immediately. It's almost like here's the pitch. Chris swings and hits it by the shortstop into left field. That's going to score a run, and maybe 2. Tyler Luke is held up at third as they throw it in, and the Bulldogs have added to their lead. 6-1. Mobley with the RBI hit. 1 down. Here's a pitch. Swings and hits it hard into left field. That's solid, bouncing into the corner. That's going to score a pair of runs as both Luke and Salter touch home, and an RBI single for Jeremy Beasley, scoring a pair. And he's 2 for 3 in the ball game. Sign from Stephen Garrett. Tyler Luke winds, and here's his pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and the Bulldogs will end a victory with a strikeout. The team gets 10 Ks and an 8-1 victory at Bryan County. Here's the pitch, and it gets away. Runner coming in from third. They got a play. James Etheridge with the tag, and he's out. Wow. Stephen Garrett shuffles it over to Etheridge, who dives to the plate, catches the ball, and almost at the same time puts on the tag to keep the Bulldogs up 1-0. On second and third, 1 down. Here's the pitch. DR swings and hits the ball into center field for a base hit. He drives in 1 and possibly 2. Here comes Davis all the way to the home plate, and he scores. Throw to second base, and Meadows is safe, I think. DR Meadows has driven in a pair, just like he did against the Vita Indians. Mitchell, a right-hander, delivers the pitch. Chris swings and hits it up high into the air, right behind the second base position. It drops in for a base hit and scores a run. Chris Mobley with an RBI single. Brady playing the shortstop position today. Of course, has been a second baseman all through his varsity career and even before that with the B team. Ball's poked right side and through for a base hit. Here comes Horton around third. He's going to score. And the Bulldogs will move Brady down to second as the ball gets away. So Hunter Brady does it, and his final at bat extends his hitting streak to 13 ball games. Congratulations, and drives it phonetically. Why Woody, and he sends his ball into the glove of DR Meadows, who will hustle back to first base with a throw and get a double play. DR on a leap made that catch on a pretty solidly hit ball. Hogan has walked 6 times with the varsity. Struck out 7 times. Swings at this pitch, hits it into center field for a base hit. Beckham shows a bunt, lays it down beautifully third base side. Let's see if he can beat it out, and he will. What a bunt by Brandon Beckham. He deadened it about a foot away from the third base line. He's one of the dogs that can get it down. Bunts at first base side in the air. Chance for a double play, but it's high. The throw to first base gets away. Jake Davis racing to second. Chris Mobley being waved around third. Here comes Mobley to the dish. Here's the throw. Cut off. Throw to the dish. Safe there. Bulldogs have tied it up on an error. Runner down to third. DR takes his lead off the third base bag. Swinging a liner into left field. Drops in for a base hit. And DR Meadows trots in. Hunter Brady with a base hit, 1 for 4, and an RBI. His 11th of the season. Matt Strickland hits the first pitch. Beasley tries to barehand it. Brady picks it up, running and throwing to first base for the out, and that's it. I don't know if Beasley touched it, but Brady covered a lot of ground. He crossed the second base bag, and the Bulldogs win. They come back and score 3, and the top of the 7th after yielding 1 in the bottom of the 6th, and the Bulldogs win a big game at Ludowici, 3-1. Here's a pitch to James. Swings and hits it hard into right center field. Corbett running hard. Still going. Dives. And the ball is by him. Bouncing to the fence. That's going to score a pair of runs. And James Etheridge strolls into second base with a Bulldog double. The senior puts the Dogs on top 4-3 as he drives in a pair. His 6th double of the season. And he now has 13 runs batted in. Swings and hits this ball by the shortstop into left center field, and a base hit for Blake Horton. What is it about senior day where sometimes seniors step up and do things they've never done in their career? It's happened before, it happens today. Horton with 2 RBI singles plus his sacrifice bunt. He is 2 for 2. having the best game of his life on senior day. And the pitch, swing and a miss, strike three, and hello playoffs for the Toombs County Bulldogs. They're going back to the postseason for the second straight season, and they do it on senior day with the seniors making big contributions, including Jeremy Beasley, who ends the game with a strikeout. Dogs win 7-5, and the Bulldogs and the Indians are going to shake hands. Since 2007, the Bulldogs have beaten the Indians 10 times and lost 5 times, and one game ended tied at 4 and was never completed. Runners on second and third, 2 down. Wilcox delivers. Ben swings and hits it into left field, bouncing in for a base hit. That'll score a dog. Here comes the throw in, and Brian Fitzgerald has to put on the stop sign for Jeremy Beasley, who slides back into third base. RBI hit for Brantley. Hard hit ball into left field, and the Bulldogs are down by 1, 3-2.
I'm doing that. There's a bouncing ball to Luke. It's a high hopper. Or is that Beverly? He throws to first base high. Beasley catches it and applies the tag. That was Alan Beverly making that play, not Tyler Luke. And Beasley bounces the ball off his arm as he drops it at the mound. He made 2 fine plays there at the first base bag. So that's it. There is a scoreless inning for Nick Taylor. A moral victory in this game for the Bulldogs. Their second one, the second and the 6th.
Oh, I'm being hard on. I'm proud of it.
Etheridge facing Bryant Trice. 2 guys will be playing at the next level, and he jumps on the first pitch, hits it up high into the air to left center field. Chris Mobley racing over toward the fence, reaches out and makes a fantastic catch. He covered a ton of ground. He was right behind the left fielder, Christian Moore, very close to the fence and the scoreboard. 1 down. Been playing in the series. Tyler Luke swings and hits the ball deep to left field. Back goes Austin Williams to the fence, and this ball is gone. A home run for Tyler Luke. The Bulldogs' first home run of the season, the first of his varsity career, and the first one in a long time. So 1 pitch, curveball hit left side. Third baseman swipes at it, but it bounces by him into left field for a base hit. 2-out hit by Horton. Here's a pitch to James. Swings and hits it left side and through. Blake Horton coming to the third base bag. Brian Fitzgerald is going to send him. Here comes the throw off line. Blake Horton scores, throw to third. Out there, but it won't matter. The Dogs will get the run. James Etheridge with an RBI single. He's 4 for 4 in his last 4 at-bats, and the Bulldogs lead 4-3. Dogs 4, Bleckley County 3. Bottom half of the 10th, runner at third, 2 down. And the 0-1 pitch, swinging a bouncing ball to Beasley. Goes to a knee to field it. He's going to run to the bag and end the ball game. Boy, he had to fight that ball, but he did. Etheridge was coming over. Beasley waved him off, and the Bulldogs win 4-3. A gutty victory for the Dogs, and what pitching and timely hitting by James Etheridge. 2 down, runner at first. Bleckley County down to its final strike, down 7-1. And the pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. End it with a flare. The Bulldogs are going to the second round. The pitching today, outstanding. James Etheridge throwing 10 in a 4-3 win in Game 1. And Jeremy Beasley throwing 7 in Game 2 and tossing a 1-hitter. As the Bulldogs have done it again. As a lower seed, they went on the road, just like they did last year at Dublin as a 3. They win today as a 4 at Bleckley County. And the 2-1 pitch to Tyler. Swings and hits the ball up high into the air to center field. Connor Hilliard looking up, and this ball is gone. Tyler Luke has done it again. He's hit another home run in the playoffs. This time to right center field. Hit one over the left field fence to lead off an early inning in Game 1, and Luke hits another stretch by Bennett. And the pitch, and it's low, and it gets away. Jake Davis racing in. Jake is going to slide in safely, and the Bulldogs have tied the game. Runner down to third, Etheridge down to first. That ball went right through the legs of McMillan, and Jake got a great jump. There was no way they were going to throw him out. It's 4-4. The Dogs were down 4-0 after an ugly bottom half of the second. Jeremy Beasley, who's in the on-deck circle, did all he could do to keep this team in the ball game, stranding runners at second and third several times. And now the Bulldogs have come back to tie it. 1-1 pitch. Here he comes. Stephen Garrett tags him out. Yes. Oh, my goodness. Stephen Garrett
tagged out Saylor, who slid in trying to steal home. And I tell you, the toughest thing for Steven, number one, was to recognize he was coming. I guess Jeremy screamed. And then to be able to reach around the batter. Just one out, Dogs on top, 3-0, bottom of the first. Gobert still throwing his pitches from the stretch. There's a bunt, first base side, but Beckham. That's going to score a run. Brandon running down the first base line, slides in feet first and is tagged out by Zane Folsom, the first baseman. But he gives himself up and squeezes in a run, and the Bulldogs lead 4-0. Here's the pitch. Liner into left field over the glove at D.R. Meadows. Scooped up by Christian Moore. That scores one. Here comes the throw to Tyler Luke. Throws it to the plate, and Garrett puts on the tag, and the Bulldogs get another out at the dish. How about Stephen Garrett catching that one and applying the tag? Great throw from Christian Moore. Cut off by Luke. He made a real short throw accurately. Garrett applied the tag. Bulldogs yield a run, but not 2 or 3. Then he faced 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 batters in the next inning, threw a lot of pitches, and yielded another run. First pitch hit of the air. D.R. Meadows dives and makes a spectacular catch. Wow. D.R. moving to his right, leaped at the last moment, almost like he was flying through the air, and he snagged it. I hope he didn't go out of frame so I could see that again. 0-2 pitch, check swing, the ball got away, he went around. Stephen Garrett will throw to first base to Jeremy Beasley, who stretches, catches the ball, and that's out number 3 and the game. The Bulldogs win. They have forced a game 3, and James Etheridge, a pitching hero again. Didn't have his A game compared to other outings because of what he's done in the last week, but he battled just like Jeremy Beasley last night. The Bulldogs are thanking their senior for his effort. It was outstanding. But I'm just drawing a real blank. Ball hit high and deep to center field. Back goes Hilliard. He looks and the ball sails out of here for Tyler Luke. Another magical swing by the junior as he cuts the lead in half just like he did last night. He made a 4-0 game 4-2. He makes a 2-0 game 2-1. And it wasn't even close. He's got to find another home run ball, or at least somebody in his family will. Here's Brady. First pitch hits it up into the air to right field. Wiley drifting back. So is the center fielder. The ball is bouncing all the way to the fence. That'll score a Bulldog. Might score 2. James Etheridge held at third. Brady with a double. No quit Bulldogs. Bouncing ball center of the diamond and through. That scores James Etheridge. Hunter Brady racing around the third base bag. Hilliard's throw way up the third base line. 2-run score. 1-0 pitch, swinging a liner, a fair ball bouncing into the corner. This is going to be trouble. Gunnar George will pick it up. Jeremy Beasley is going to score. And stopping at third base is Jake Davis running for Tyler Lucas. The Bulldogs hit pulled to within 1 at 8-7. Curveball's hit right up the middle and hard for a base hit. Bulldogs have tied it. Jake Davis touches home. Here comes Christian Moore to the dish. He scores. Dogs on top. Unbelievable. It is 9-8, and Brandon Beckham in this inning has a double that helps set the table and a 2-run single. And a team that seemed like they had a big hole at 8-2 has scored 7 runs in a row. I don't know if they're going to appeal the play at the plate to say, did he touch it? Brian Fitzgerald's walking down the third base bag. He takes off his hat. That's all I can think. What did they do? Did they take a run off the board? Oh, no. And I will have a replay of that baby.